What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. This time around we are doing Lil Wayne's deluxe part to his album Funeral, which came out a couple of months ago. Now it's been a bit shaky for Lil Wayne in the last couple of days. I mean, his comments on Fat Joe's Instagram live caused a lot of people to just be like, yo, fuck Lil Wayne, moving crazy. Kind of, they weren't really appreciating the comments that he made about police officers and Black Lives Matter. That being said, Lil Wayne is somebody who is considered a GOAT generationally from people above him and people younger. Young Money Radio has been popping off recently. Funeral, the original version, came out a couple of months ago, so I'm going to leave that in the description below, so make sure you go and check that one out. But this is 8 songs, a little extra addition to keep the Lil Wayne momentum going in 2020. I'm looking at this more like an EP, less of an extension to Funeral, even though that is what it's labelled as. So let's see what we can do. Let's get into this review right now. If you're enjoying this series, make sure you leave a like, and yeah, let's get ready. Let's get ready. I'm looking forward to it. Let's see who's track number 1 though. Who's track? Oh. Track number 1 is Shimmy featuring Doja Cat. I mean, this one might as well just be called Cancel Me, innit? Because people aren't messing with Lil Wayne. People ain't messing with, we definitely ain't messing with Doja Cat.
I'ma make it clap, clap, clap. Ain't no itty bitty, no itty bitty. If you got a nap, I'ma sit real pretty. I'ma make it clap, clap, clap. Ain't no itty bitty. Shimmy, y'all, shimmy, yeah. I'ma give it to me.
Wait, hey. Boom. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. There's no one's flavour of the month at the moment, but it's decent. I don't know, it's hard because at the same time I like the song. It's alright. It's cool. I don't know if I'd play it again. It's definitely leaning more towards like a club banger, a more light-hearted one. There's no real deeper lyrics in there. The only thing I kind of caught up on first listen was he said he's taking less syrup when he's up now, which is good, you know what I mean? Because that stuff, we've seen what it can do to a lot of people in the past. Doja Cat's chorus wasn't too bad, to be fair, but I don't know, like, now that all that stuff came out, yeah, it's like, I don't know if I could vibe to Doja Cat like that. Do you know what I mean? Even with her dual apologies, I don't know if I could vibe like that. And it was cool. It was a nice, decent hook, which kind of kept the song together. I think after 2 minutes, I was kind of done, and then Lil Wayne kind of starts riffing off a little bit, and it's like, all right, my brother, the song's done, you know? Like, you know what it was? Just put a 4-bar instrumental at the end, yeah? And just leave it at that. You don't need to kind of try and force it again. It wasn't special. It's not life-changing. It's not groundbreaking. My voice cracked. You can hear that one. That's a bit bad still. But it's alright. It's alright. There's nothing much more I can say on that one, apart from it's time to get into track 2. Alright, track number 2, Help, featuring Tory Lanez. Ooh, nice shot. Tory kind of came in a bit powerful. But it's on a calm one. It's like powerful, but it's relaxed a bit. You ain't moving too bad. As long as you don't go too high, we should be good. Oh.
And everything happens for
a reason. Real love. Okay, that wasn't too bad, you know. That was alright. That was Tory Lanez featuring, or Lil Wayne featuring Tory Lanez with Help. More of a light-hearted, kind of standardized trap banger, same drum patterns as we've heard on multiple tunes across loads of artists. So nothing special there. I like the fact that Tory and Lil Wayne have got this good back-to-back kind of going. They're kind of blending over each other. So you got like Tory will start, then it'll be like Lil Wayne will come in, and it will. I don't know what that was doing. The whole, you know, listen, I don't know what I'm doing, but the fading, or not even the fading, but the back-to-back that they're kind of doing, because it's more of a, like blocks that they're doing. They're not doing like one line back-to-back to back-to-back. But it was calm. It was calm. There's nothing so far out of the 2 tracks that have blown my mind whatsoever. I've kind of heard Lil Wayne do this a lot of the times. I'm not going to be trying to break down the lyrics too tough. If I hear something that pops out straight away instantly, then I will. But for the most part, there's not much that can be said. But up next is Big Worm. Big Worm. Let's get into it. I don't know why I said it like that, but you know what it is. That's just, yeah. Alright, this is where Wheezy gets into his like full Wheezy effect, isn't it? You know them ones, like sometimes I'm here for it, and I'm not sure where it's gonna go right now. I'm kind of worried, but if he goes, no, I'm not here for that today. But we press play. Let's go. I could even press play. It's Pete. It's mad relaxed. It's like, it's that trap vibe that's like, that was there. That was Lil Wayne with Big Worm. I don't know why I keep saying it like that, but it's from Friday, isn't it? If you've never seen Friday, definitely go watch that. It's one of them films that's like a cult classic. I don't know how good Friday is now. It came out in like 1995. I was like, what, 2 when that came out? So I watched it when I was like 15. So I watched it time way after. But it was good in the moment. I don't know how good the film is now, but I digress. The song's not too bad. He's talking about, not being egotistical because he's saying that he needs, his love interest, the person that he needs. It's cool. It's more of a nice, mellow, relaxed kind of trap song. It's nothing too hyper, nothing too crazy. And that's kind of the theme. We've had kind of a bit more of an impactful start with Shimmy, which, looking back at it in my head, maybe even depends on the relationship. He could have had the City Girls on there. That could have been kind of cool instead of Doja Cat. Not trying to replace Doja Cat, but I'm just saying. Then we had Help with Tory Lanez, which I do like. This song as well, Big Worm, is good, but in the long run, will I listen to this and come back to it? Probably not. There are better songs on Funeral than Big Worm, but I feel like so far what I've heard, I would have preferred these songs towards the end of Funeral than the songs that we got. Because a lot of those songs, after, I think it was like, in my initial review, I said after like track 16, and there's 24 original tracks, I was like, I'm kind of done. I would have happily taken so far these tracks at the end of the album, and it would have made it a better experience. The next one is called Multiple Flows, and this could either be a mad song, or it's going to be dead, because it's got Lil Uzi Vert on it, and he's had a mixed bag this year. Eternal Take, the first original one, I didn't like that project at all. Even P2, people were gassed on P2, and I was like, bruv, it's the same song. He just changed a little bit of it. You can't get gassed over that. I don't need no part 2. All my friends are dead already. You know what's dead? Like, what was I need part 2 for? But I want to see how good this is. We're halfway through the project once I press play on this. Let's get into it. Multiple Flows, Lil Wayne, Lil Uzi Vert. Let's go. Alright. Who's going first though? I think I might be Uzi,
Damn. I got a plan. Multiple hoes every time.
Alright, this definitely sounds like an Uzi song. So how Wayne's gonna jump on this is gonna be interesting.
My bitches even so we know they scam.
Trust no man, not even a man in the mirror. My vibe in the mansion, she playing in the mirror.
Pocket.
I fucking get dressed and go hand in my bend this shit on my neck. Got my hand on the
Pocket.
swivel.
It wasn't even that bad, Like, it felt more like a Lil Uzi Vert song than it felt like a Lil Wayne song. I think both of them tend to lose a bit of direction in the song. I think their verse is gone for a little bit too long. I think Lil Uzi Vert's part, about the minute mark of that song, it kind of loses that, like, your initial, like, hype. It should have gone into the chorus. I think the song itself is quite long. Let me get my phone again real quick. It's about a 3-minute 54 song, right? So I think they could have cut about a minute off that song and kept it tight. As soon as I said Lil Uzi Vert, after a minute, cut that bit, go straight to the chorus. There's a part where Lil Wayne in his verse comes through and starts talking about like JFK, and he goes like high pitch. And if you guys saw some of the reviews I do, I don't really like when people go high pitch unless it works. For me, that didn't necessarily work, that part of the song. But I feel like that's where he loses kind of pace. It's like, in their minds, they know, oh, I've got like 4 bars or however many bars left, and I need to change it up a little bit. And it's like, you don't. Just go to the chorus, bro. You know what? No one cares. Just go to the chorus. As a whole, I feel like this is more of a Lil Uzi Vert song with Lil Wayne on it. It definitely fits the more modern style trap that Uzi, Carti, and them man have done in the last like 2 or 3 years, since about 2017, 18, as opposed to like a more Lil Wayne sound. But am I mad at it? No. Low key, if this was on Love Is Rage 2, which I think it is, the one that came out, the Eternal Take Deluxe, then it would have just made sense. All right, track number 5, Happen to You. When he flicks that light on, he's usually got bars. But it sounds like Adam Levine type music again, you know. That was different. That was a different switch up. It was more melodic with Lil Wayne. It was more in his high pitch register, more the Wheezy register that I spoke about earlier on. It was decent. It was talking about, Nipsey Hussle. We spoke about the Mamba mentality, rest in peace, Nipsey and Kobe Bryant. And yeah, it was just obviously like I need a bandage for the damage was something that was, kind of like the just past the chorus. That was something that he kept saying. It was quite, it was a repetitive nature. I couldn't even get the words out. He's talking about the only person he's in competition with is himself. And obviously the chorus is quite powerful as well. I don't really sometimes like when Lil Wayne does these kind of, emotional songs. I'd say, I call it emotional song. I didn't mind it, but I know for myself personally, despite what he's saying in the song, I'm probably not going to listen to that one again. But it was not, it wasn't a terrible song, and I can't be like, oh my God, like, you know, it was, oh my, like, I can't do that. But it's just something for me personally, I wouldn't delve into again unless it comes up on shuffle. And then I'm not switching it off because I'm not mad at it. But I know that when I'm in a hyper mood, this ain't coming on. When I'm in a more relaxed mood, I'd rather listen to something like A Coat of the Friend than Lil Wayne kind of get into his introspective, wheezy raps. Yeah, I couldn't even think of another word to add. Wheezy raps, you know that was there. Next song. Alright, the next one, press play on it now. Could be interesting. Benny the Butcher's on this one. And I'm like, yo, okay. Where are we gonna go?
Yeah, nigga, pistol to your ear, nigga. Have my big homie kill your little nigga. We heard the bricks coming on the...
It weren't even that mad. But it just hit in a different way that none of these other tracks have hit, because this feels more like a Lil Wayne song for me than, I mean, obviously the one I was talking about with Uzi felt more like a Uzi song. The others felt more like an attempt at what the song's like now. But this kind of, I don't know, this has a different feel to it, and I'm enjoying it. I appreciate it. Yo, this hook. Roulette is my roulette. Oh, Russian roulette. So hard for my enemies. Alright, that song there was fire. And like I said, it has a different sound to it across the tape than the rest does. I mean, this sounds more like something you'd get in maybe the early 2010s. And a lot of that style, right, where it's kind of like the alt rap style, is starting to get popping again. Obviously, you had Freddie Gibbs come out of his tape last year, and a tape on Friday as well, which a lot of people are vibing to and a lot of people are feeling. That sound, even like Westside Gun, Griselda, this sound is something that is kind of, you know, building and gaining a bit of momentum. It's kind of like these like slightly older rappers who are maybe in their 30s, early 40s that were on the underground circuit, but as we shift and music culture changes, people want to hear a lot more from them. So I enjoyed this one. Like I said, it sounded a bit like what DJ Khaled did a couple years ago. I think that was with Holy Key, which was Kendrick and Big Sean, DJ Khaled, and he had Betty Wright sing the hook. And I like that sometimes when you get like a, I don't know if this is a sample or not because I didn't check, but I like when you get like an older sound kind of singing and obviously talking about I pray for my enemies and I wish them well with every intent, stuff like that going through. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this song a lot. The one lyric I'll say was kind of mad though, where it's like, I'm on promethazine mixed with gasoline, mixed with antifreeze. I ain't gonna lie, that sounds like a nice mix. I don't do drugs, but I know that antifreeze ain't it. You know what's there? It don't sound like something you wanna do. That's the highlight for me so far. Definitely the highlight. Russian roulette. Like, even the chorus. Let me read the chorus. Like, I pray so hard for my enemies. I wish the well with no other intent. Like, life is not promised, no guarantee. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, he kind of references that a couple songs back, but I don't know yet. It just hits. You know what's there? I actually enjoyed it. It just hit. It just hit in a different way. Listen. Anyway, the next one is Lil Wayne and Jessie Reyez called Love You, F You. I ain't swearing because I already sweared once or twice. I'm not trying to swear bare times in this. But let's get into this. I'm not going to lie. Jessie Reyez does feel a bit whiny for me sometimes on records. I do sometimes enjoy her music. Not all the time. But sometimes she can be a bit like moany. And not like I'm complaining about something. It's just her voice kind of it's good, but then sometimes it's a bit like I'm not too sure. But let's see what she delivers on this one. Let's go. Oh, the lighter came on already.
I love you, I hate you, and that's why I love her. Love you, fuck.
The beat's quite playful,
Girl,
though.
I don't know.
Like, you can see why you have a female on this.
Kiss,
Because now she'll clap back at him and it will sound sick.
Forget about me when he's drinking with the broskies. I just want to
She gotta put it in the work, though. Yo, she did this.
Love you,
or fuck you. Or love you, or fuck you. Love you, or fuck you. You make up your mind. Well, I got kind of carried away there. This was enjoyable. The beat is playful. I like the 808 bounce on it as well because it's like it's subtle in the background but it's loud enough that you can hear it. I like the fact they're kind of going back and forth. You're flirting with each other on the track, like, do you know what I mean? Because if you was coming with some bad trap beat or something that you're supposed to turn up to and you're trying to say I don't want to love you, or I'm not trying to love you, or I'm trying to mosh pit. Both of them came offered to the table. I think Jessie Reyez' flow on her verse, mad thing, mad. And this is probably, I need to go back and listen to some more of Jessie Reyez' like older stuff, because I did listen to her album when it came out, and she might have opened up a little bit of like her discography for me now, because I'm gonna go back and listen to some more of it, because I have listened in the past, but it just hasn't hit for me. But that hit for her. The song is good. Again, long term, I don't know if I'll listen to it, but again, if it comes up on shuffle in the next couple of months, I ain't mad at it. I'll whack it on. You know what I mean? There hasn't really been a bad song on there. I think Russian Roulette is still top for me. Happen to You is probably my least favourite, and Big Worm, but everything else is pretty good. So we've got one more song left. It's called All the Dogs. Oh, no, it's not called All the Dogs. It's called All the Dogs. Let's get into it. Yeah. I'm not sure about this. That was Lil Wayne, All the Dogs. I just gassed like a few of them tracks off the tape, and that was my least favourite. I'm glad it was at the end, because I think if that was number one, I'd have just been like, the vibe would have been ruined. This whole reaction could have been a completely different thing. But that wasn't my favourite song at all. But as I always say, one, opinions are always subject to change when it comes to music and things in life, unless something is fact already. And two, what's two? Oh, two, yeah. Two is, you're not going to like every song on an album. That was number two. That was number two. And for the most part, some of the other songs on there, like Shimmy and stuff, I probably wouldn't play or be quick to play on heavy rotation. All the Dogs, I'm not putting on rotation at all. I didn't like it. It was a bit whiny. The beat, I could see what they were trying to do with it, trying to make it like a little bit hype in parts where they were kind of like breaking it down a little bit, do some karate chop thing, I don't even know what I'm doing, but it didn't hit for me. I don't know if it will hit for that many people, but of course, if you guys like that one, make sure you let me know in the comments below. But overall, it was a pretty solid extension to what we already had off Funeral. I personally feel like this could have been released as a separate EP. I don't think he should have run off the Funeral Deluxe like motif, because unless he's got more music loading up for the rest of the way, I think Funeral was good because everyone's excited when Lil Wayne drops new music. But besides the tracks I kind of liked in February or whenever we did that review, I don't really listen to that many songs off that at all anymore. I think Piano Trap, maybe Mahogany, that's about it. There's nothing really much more that I listen to besides those two tracks, and that was 24 tracks long. I'm sure there's a few others that I can't remember off the top of my head, but a lot of that end part of that tape initially was quite disappointing. And if he wanted to, these tracks, I don't know when they were recorded, but some of these tracks should have been put in instead, and that way would have made it cool and probably would have kept the life going towards the end of Funeral. If I take these 8 songs separately, 7 of them I like, about 4 or 5 of them I really like, and there's one, obviously Russian Roulette, you guys saw, I vibe with a lot. So that's it, man. I don't know. We'll see the direction Lil Wayne takes. Right now, he needs to kind of stay off Instagram Live because people be on his case. So he needs to stay away from that for a while. But hope you guys enjoyed this review of Lil Wayne's Funeral Deluxe, just the deluxe bit. And yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Make sure you leave a like, comment down below your favourite track. Obviously, you know mine's Russian Roulette already. So yeah, I'm going to go. I'm going to see you later with another review because we're doing double uploads. So I'll see you later. I'll do a double hand again. One sec. I will see you later, innit? You know what's that? I'll see you later. One hand this time. I'll see you later. Peace.